Hello. I'm Dr. Rebecca Stafford. You can just call me Dr. Habit, that's fine. Now, I absolutely love New Year's Eve because I run around asking as many people as I can, are you making New Year's resolutions? And the funny thing is, and what I've noticed is after asking, millions of people this, is that most people say, I've stopped making New Year's resolutions. I don't make them anymore. Now, notice they don't say I don't make them, they say I've stopped making them. And the reason they give for this, because I dig deeper, is that they've given up making New Year's resolutions is that they can't make them stick. And the reason they give for that is that, I've got no willpower or self-control, I just don't have the motivation. And this is where I come in, because you have plenty of self-control, tons of motivation, and lots of willpower, and all of that good stuff. You just need to know how to access it. So the lack of being able to access all these good things, self-control, focus, motivation, willpower, is a major barrier to getting the kind of habits that we want. It also causes a lot of unwanted habits, such as procrastination, which can be really frustrating in itself, but also gets in the way of a lot of other kind of habits. I actually call procrastination a meta habit for that reason. So the thing is, culturally, we don't understand motivation. We don't, and almost everyone doesn't understand motivation. And what that means is, not only do we not know how to motivate ourselves, so many of us are unintentionally demotivating ourselves. So I'm going to show you why this is. I'm going to show you the two little known fundamentals of motivation, and then when you understand that, then that will show us the way to stop demotivating ourselves by accident and actually boost our motivation instead. Woo! So I'm going to use you as a guinea pig to experiment on. Thank you. And I'm going to use chocolate. Now I'm assuming that you're one of the many people who love chocolate, and for myself, hello. Sorry about that. Note to self. Put phone on silent. So I think I was up to. I'm going to use you and your generous offer of volunteering as a guinea pig to demonstrate the two fundamentals of motivation. And so I need a motivating reward, and you, probably like most people, love chocolate. So I do this experiment a lot with people, and most people like chocolate, but also most people also say, I'm on some diet or something like that, so I don't want the chocolate. I want it, but I don't want the chocolate. So I had this special psychological chocolate manufactured, and as you can see, it's delicious, it's conflict-free, it's guilt-free, it builds muscle, it melts fat, it's organic, it's fair trade, it's just amazing, and it tastes absolutely divine. So I'm going to use draw on some basics of rewards and punishments, which is that if we reward a behaviour, it's more likely to happen again. So the catchy way of saying that is behaviours that get rewarded get repeated, and conversely, if we punish a behaviour, it's less likely to happen again. Now, I want you to keep watching these videos of mine because they're amazing and they're going to change your life, and because I want you to keep watching, I'm going to reward you for watching. I'm going to give you a reward because I know that's going to increase the chance you'll keep watching the videos in the future. So I'm going to offer you some psychological chocolate as a reward, but there's a slight catch, which is I'm going to offer you a choice of reward. You can have one tiny bar of this amazing psychological chocolate now, or you can have two little bars of, I'm going like this, one little bar or two little bars of psychological chocolate now. So which reward would you like for watching the video? The one little bar of chocolate now, or the 2 little bars of chocolate now? What was that? You're going to take the 2 bars of chocolate. Congratulations, you are normal, as in you're like the peak of a normally distributed curve. So most people make that choice. So this is the first fundamental. So far, so obvious. All other things being equal, that's important, we will choose a larger reward over a smaller one. Okay, all right, as I said, so far so obvious. So now I'm going to repeat that experiment, but I'm going to mix it up a little bit. Again, I'm going to offer you a choice of chocolate reward, because I want you to keep watching these videos and know behaviours that get rewarded get repeated. And again, I'm going to offer you a choice of reward, and again, the choice is partly the same. It's again a choice between 1 little chocolate bar and 2 little chocolate bars, but the difference is you can have the 1 little chocolate bar now, or you can have the 2 little chocolate bars in a year's time. Which reward would you like? Okay, so most people, when the larger reward is now distant, they switch preferences and they now go for the smaller reward because it's immediate. And that's the second fundamental. So yes, all other things being equal, we will take the larger reward over the smaller one. But if the larger reward is further away, we will switch preferences and go for the smaller, or sorry, not the smaller reward, but the immediate one, even if it's smaller, even if it's much, much, much smaller than a massive distant reward. Okay, it's actually the psychology jargon for that is called temporal discount. So the further away in time a reward is, the more its motivational power is discounted. Like how, it looks really big when it's close up. Ooh, that looks huge, yummy reward, but shrinks when it's far away. So this is what actually causes procrastination, which is kind of at the core of a lot of problems with motivation and self-control and habit change and so on. So if you think about it, when we're procrastinating, let's say random examples, say we're not studying, for example, quite a common example, and we're procrastinating instead. So what's going on in that moment when we're procrastinating? Well, what we're actually doing, we might be on Facebook or playing a video game or cleaning the house or anything other than our study. But we're also not, in that moment of procrastination, we're not stressed, we're not anxious, not even bored. So whatever that was the study was actually causing the anxiety or the stress, and the procrastination actually removes it. And we'll feel worse later, we'll beat ourselves up later, so, I can't believe I procrastinated again, I swore I wasn't going to, whatever, but that's later. And the relief from the stress and the anxiety and maybe boredom, overwhelm that the procrastination gives is immediate. And that is the most powerful form of motivation, immediacy. It doesn't matter, in this case, size doesn't matter. It could be it could also be a large and an immediate reward, and taking away something nasty, like taking away stress or anxiety, is actually a reward. That's another video, but so this is actually what triggers procrastination, or it's the brief relief we get from the stress and the anxiety is far more motivating than some distant goal, like getting a good grade in our exams or finishing a book or whatever assignment or whatever it is that we're supposed to be working on. And all of these things are far away, or even beating ourselves up as well. So just want you to know that's actually what's driving motivation issues like procrastination. It's how our brains work. There's nothing wrong with you. It's not your fault, and there's nothing wrong with you, nothing that can't be changed with a few habit changes, and a bit of understanding of what's going on. So that's actually knowing what's going on. And so just to repeat, all other things being equal, we are more motivated by a larger reward, but if we're more motivated by immediate rewards than larger rewards. So, and even if the immediate reward is tiny. So in the short term, you can use this to just reward yourself for your work, such as you can just have a coffee, a bit of chocolate, even after a small amount of work. But we'll talk more about how we can use this understanding of the fundamentals of motivation to actually help us reverse procrastination and actually boost our self-control and boost our powers of habit change. But we'll discuss how to customize these fundamentals to you in future videos. So in the meantime, please know it's not your fault and there's nothing wrong with you. We'll talk more soon. Okay, bye.